New video today, but it's not exactly what I had planned. You're probably asking yourself, hey Clint, what is going on? What is this about? Well, let me just tell you, this wasn't what I had planned for today. I went today, picked up 5 pallets of Amazon liquidations. One of them was this. So I stacked up all the boxes in my truck, got home. When I was unloading them, these two were on one of the pallets. This was a tools. These are all tools. This one was on top of this one. When I went to unload it, this one all down here was soaking wet and was starting to split. So I'm like, oh no, something in this box is leaking. So I quickly opened up this box, checked inside, and it's not this one leaking, this one's leaking. I pick up this box, this whole bottom is complete mush, it's leaking out. So I rip the box, the bottom, open up, and I turn it onto its side, and whatever's leaking right now, it's on its side, so it stopped leaking. So I can't put this thing back down the way it's supposed to be, because it'll start leaking again. So this is going to be an interesting video to find the leaking substance. So stay tuned, because let me rearrange everything and we'll get this video going. This was a highly requested pallet. I got asked by many people that they wanted to see a tools, so I got a tools. But I'm not sure what to expect in this one. But the total price I paid was $1,500, or not I paid, the MSRP of the total value, the full price, the MSRP of Amazon's value. If it's brand new, it's not, it's customer returns, is $1,570. That is only if every little thing is brand new. It won't be. What I actually paid was exactly $160. That includes shipping. I pick it up myself so I don't pay shipping costs. So $160, I paid just a tad over 10% of the MSRP. So it only came in 2 boxes. There's supposed to be a total of 42 items in this, with a flex of like 5%. So between like 40 and 50 items, and at least one leaking item, which we will find. So the first box I decided to do was the one that doesn't have a leaking item. And the items that are on top of this box came out of the leaking box. Because as I was trying to figure out what was leaking, I started pulling out items, but when I had to turn onto its side, whatever was leaking stopped leaking because it was on its side. So we'll do the leaking box second. That might be a doozy. So to get this started, I take, I guess, pallet requests, and people wanted to see tools, so I got my first tools one. So give me a big thumbs up below if you would for some good luck on this pallet, because I'm already concerned with this leaking. So let's get going. First item, we have a 60 watt replacement LED light bulb. This one actually does appear to be new. Of course, I will have to test this thing out before I sell it, but most of these bulbs like this, these specialty bulbs, sell for about 10 bucks. And all these items will be sold on platforms like eBay, Amazon, and my resale shop. And just because this sells for like 10 bucks on Amazon doesn't mean I can't sell it for like 12 bucks on eBay or 15 bucks in my resale shop. Prices will differ on the selling platforms. And the second item I pulled out of the leaking box is this mystery gold plated item. I have no clue what this is. I looked at this thing when I first pulled it out, and I don't know, but if this thing is a gold bar, I might have just struck it rich. And if this is a gold bar, everybody who watches this thing, I will literally cut off everybody a little piece of this and send it to you. I promise. If it's real gold. Next item, we've got, this thing actually looks kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. The packaging for it is a Kua paddle dive knife. So this is in a tools pallet, and just because it says it's a tools pallet, Amazon, they can call lots of items tools. Like me, I would call it sporting goods. But Amazon can classify lots of random things as tools that other people would not call tools. So this technically is a diver's tool. Does that make sense? This is a diver's tool. So Amazon words, this is a tool. But it has a little belt clip to it. And there is the diver's knife. It looks brand new, just open package. And the barcode is exposed, and I have no idea how much something like this would sell for. Looks like on Amazon, I actually have my Amazon app pulled up. Most of the time, Amazon actually puts LPN labels over the barcode, so I can't scan it like I just did very quickly and easily, because they want to make it hard on resellers. Well, they actually did, but they have it on the package and on the item. Amazon sells for $24 brand new. Obviously, it's not brand new, it's open package, but I could probably easily get it between 15 to 20 bucks. So that is not a bad little item right there. Like, I'll take that. Next item I pulled out of the leaking box is, let me go ahead and open this thing up. Wow, I have no clue what this is. I bet someone out there watching this video will know what this thing is. If you know what this thing is, please comment below in the comment box. I'm not exactly a tools guy. I might look like it, but I'm not. I'm more of like an electronics and toys guy. But whatever this contraption is, no clue what the price is, but just to have a little bit of fun, we'll just say this thing is about $5. Probably not though, but we'll just say it is. So let's move on to the good box. The leaking box though did leak onto this box. When it started leaking while I was driving home from my liquidation place, this whole box was wet. It started actually falling apart. So I don't know if anything in this box got damaged by whatever fluid was leaking into this box. We'll find out. First thing, we have a solar glow. Kind of nifty. And it's actually still factory sealed. And the barcode is actually exposed, so we can look this thing up very quickly. Sells on Amazon for $24.45. So I will have to actually break the factory seal on this and make sure it's not broken, just because it is a light bulb. So if I break factory seal, you know, it could go probably as high as $20. Not bad. Next we have a brand new Surge Master Belkin. Fantastic brand. I've got a bunch of surge protectors in this house because I've gotten so many surge protectors over the years doing liquidation pallets that I've got probably 8 to 10 surge protectors in every single room in this house. Even the bathroom has extra surge protectors that they don't even need. I think the closets have surge protectors, and they don't even have outlets in the closets, and my closets have surge protectors just in case I need them in there for any reason whatsoever. But something like this is easily probably about 20 bucks. Easy. Yeah, 20 bucks at least. Next, we have more light bulbs. I wonder if this is like the light bulb palette. But technically light bulbs, I guess, are considered tools by Amazon standards because you have to screw in a light bulb, so it's kind of a tool because you work with your hands while you do it. So I guess it's kind of like working tool. I don't know. But these are mosquito killer lamps. Interesting. Oh, so it looks like you screw these into your bulbs outside of like your outside light. And this is actually, it kills the mosquitoes. So that's kind of neat. So since this is actually a specialty bulb, I wouldn't be shocked if these actually cost a little bit more than normal. So I'm just going to guesstimate on this. I'm going to guesstimate about $5 a piece for a grand total of $10. Guesstimate. And let's just keep this trend going with more light bulbs. But this person who returned this to Amazon, they actually wrote on there, bad spring. So that's actually kind of nice for the customer to alert Amazon that this thing is defective. So a liquidator like my, yeah. It might be fixable though. Looks like the spring came off of it, but it might be fixable. I'll have to look into that thing a little bit closer, if it's fixable or not. If it's not fixable, something like this, since I don't know if I could fix this or not, just to be on the safe side, I would just go ahead and just call this, like, put this into my dollar box at my resale shop. So right now, I'll just say this is $1. But if I can fix this, obviously it'll go for a lot more than $1. But just to be on the safe side, we'll lowball it and say that's about $1. What is this? It has weight to it. What is this? I have no idea. Oh. Oh. I know what it is. I know exactly what this is. This is a gun vault that goes onto your wall. There is your touchpad, or your keypad. There is the thing for your key, and then it actually holds your handgun in here. And so then you put in your little key, your code, and then it drops down and you can pull out your handgun. Problem is, this thing is locked. There's the mount for the wall for it. And there's no key in here, and this thing is locked. So, I have no clue how to get this thing opened up. I can Google it of how to open it, but more than likely, I won't be able to figure it out. If anybody knows how to open this thing up without a key, without the code, please comment below, because I don't know. Don't know what brand it is. I think one of the brands is actually called Gun Vault, so that might be the brand of this, is Gun Vault possibly. I'm not 100% sure. That's just what it looks like. So this might actually retail for like $50 to $100. Not 100% sure on that. But without the key and without the code, that might pretty much be like a doorstop, which kind of stinks. Next, dollar box. And this packaging is destroyed on this dollar box. And we got some Scott's Turf Builder. So somebody bought some Scott's Turf Builder and used pretty much the entire bag and returned the empty bag with about a couple of scoops left in it. I guess they didn't need the entire bag for their lawn, so, you know, they used what they needed and returned the rest. Got their money back. You know, kind of common for Amazon at times, so I'll just probably put this into my dollar box again. So another dollar box item. Man, so far this has been kind of rough. Let me just go ahead and show you what's kind of left in this box. You can just kind of see a little preview. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, what's left. I mean, there are some things, ooh, at least there's one good thing coming up. I just saw a glance at something that I know has some value to it, so bear with me. So here is something, what is this? I don't know. Lortrone? This is going to take some research on my part, and I probably won't know how much this is worth until my editing process. Lortrone tumbling? Is this a rock? This is a tumbling barrel? This has to be maybe for like a rock tumbler or something, maybe? I don't know. Some of this stuff has me stuck because I usually don't do tools. I'm not a tools kind of guy. The last couple of videos, like the last one you saw me do was clothes and apparel. Not my thing. Tools is not really my thing. So I'm kind of like going out of my realm, doing some different kind of pallet stuff that I'm not used to doing, if you can't tell. Some of these prices, some of these things, I don't know what they are. Next we got a Deflecto replacement hood for a bird guard. Probably at least $10, I bet. Yeah, $10. Electronic vacuum gauge. Vacrometer. Vacrometer. I think that sounds right. Looks like this is, of course, a customer return. We'll have to actually put battery in this thing and try it out because it is a customer return. But it is electronic, and it's got to be at least like 20, 30 bucks, I bet. I have to do a little more research on this, figure this thing out, but as long as this thing works, I bet this is at least 20, 30 bucks. It doesn't look cheap. Let me go ahead and pull out the one thing in here that's been staring at me that I know has some value to it. Streamlight. Oh yeah, here we go. And it works. That completely blows out the white balance on the camera. Hey, it works. This thing, yeah, Streamlights are not cheap whatsoever. This one, it has, oh, okay. I see why they returned it. So the light looks like it is brand new. It looks like they attempted to mount it, and whenever they attempted to mount it, they actually broke the mount piece right here that holds the Streamlight. It actually still holds it. It has two pieces here to hold the stream mount. One of the pieces, when they tried to mount it, they broke the little hinge off right there, but it actually will still hold it, you can see. Or you could use the other one, which is actually, the other one is actually the more important charging end. Anyway, so that's actually why they returned it, was because of a little mount piece broke. Let me look this thing up, because it appears to be brand new. And it works. Okay. The Streamlight retails new for around $115. So since one of the mounts is damaged, I can always try to find a replacement mount for it. I mean, that is a possibility. Or I can just sell it like on eBay the way it sits, you know, like used but damaged, and see if anybody wants to buy it. That's a possibility. So if I sold it as like, you know, open box, like one of the little wall mounts is damaged, I bet you I can get at least like 75 bucks for it, maybe a little bit more. I do some more research, but I'd say this is at least $75. So that's awesome. So that's just, this item alone pays for almost half of the whole pallet. So that's fantastic. I gotta move some stuff around. I'm running out of room. Next item, we got a Victor Ultimate Flea Trap. Yeah, these things I actually usually sell in my resale shop. It's brand new. I actually usually sell these things for about $5, and they usually sit for about a month before they even sell. Not a very fast seller. I used to list them on eBay for like, I think it's like 10 bucks, 12 bucks, something like that, and they would never sell. They just sit and sit and sit. So they just went into my resale shop and $5, and they sell eventually. Look, here we got a bunch of screws and bolts and nuts and all kinds of goodies right here. Brand's called Velo Orange. So I'm sure this goes to something. Might take a little bit of research on my part to figure out what this thing goes to, but it's obviously like replacement parts, possibly for something. So about $5. A good round number, pretty much the best round number in the world. Cold steel, what is this? Oh, it's a knife. I might have to keep this though. Oh yeah, I think Tough Light. I don't have anything by this brand. Nice little smaller knife, good for pocket size. Yeah, that's a keeper. But yeah, this brand, I'm gonna look it up just because I don't know the value of this brand. Just for future reference, the barcode is not covered up, so it's a quick little look up. $24 on Amazon. So the brand called Cold Steel Tough Light. It actually is worth $24. So I'll go ahead and say if I actually wanted to sell this, if I change my mind, we'll say it's about 20 bucks. So just in case I change my mind, you never know. I might just say I already have too many knives, but I might keep it. Next, Stalwart Wart. I actually got a heat gun from this brand a couple weeks ago in a pallet. Here is a it is a multi-use flashlight. And then you have like a Swiss Army knife built into it, as you see there. And then here you've got your beer opener. And then here you've got a screwdriver that pops out, or it's supposed to. I think I gotta mess with here out. So it's a multi-use, all-in-one flashlight, Swiss Army knife, screwdriver, beer opener. Then it actually, there's a little cutter on there too to like cut stuff that's inside of the beer opener part. Multi-use everything. Who knows? I'm gonna say that's about $5. I'll probably put it into my shop for about $5. Because that's like ultra gimmicky times 10. Here's a little tiny little Bull Bright. See right there. There's the brand. Oh man, a lot of the stuff in this pallet, I do not sell this stuff on a normal basis. I'm more toys, electronics, and home goods, housewares. I don't sell this kind of stuff on a normal basis, so we'll say about $5, but we'll find out. Dollar box item, packaging's all beat up. Here is an adapter foam bottle. That, I don't know. We'll say about $5 on that too. Might take some research. I keep saying this. Might take a little research, but a lot of this stuff, it's going to take a little research during the editing process of this video. I'll do a quick little search on eBay and Amazon to find out some prices of this stuff. Because a lot of this stuff, I don't know. A Leviton. What is this? Whatever it is, it's kind of in pieces. Somebody took this thing all apart. So let me just put this right back into the box. Yeah, it is like it's literally falling apart in pieces. So somebody took this thing apart. I'm just go ahead and just call that probably doesn't work trash. Because it's in pieces. Probably doesn't work, that's why I took it apart. Filter cartridge in a different language. Oh, English on this side. There we go. Filter pump. Aquarium. About $5. Yeah. Good round number. Ooh, here's some batteries. I keep all my batteries. So, I'll have to make sure that they actually work, that the people didn't switch them out, put their old batteries in, and keep the new ones. Because that actually has happened before. I've actually gotten batteries like this in the past, where people actually returned their old batteries and kept the new batteries to Amazon. And as long as these things work, I've got 6 new AA batteries. So, keep those. 2 things left in this box. Ooh, we've got another knife. What is this? Here's a Smith & Wesson. Let's see. This one also has a seatbelt cutter on it. So this little notch right here. For anybody that's not good with knives, this little notch right here, there's a little blade inside of it. So if you're ever trapped in your vehicle, like in a wreck or something, or your car goes into the water, you can actually pull out your knife. If your seatbelt's stuck, you can cut your seatbelt with this little blade that's in there, or you can use a little blade to cut other small things if you want, like, you know. Anyway, there's a Smith & Wesson border guard is what this blade's called. Oh, it's nice. And in here you got a little thing here to break the glass for like a car window. So for some reason, if I need to break glass for a car window, I can go up to the car and just hit it on like the corners of it, and you can break a car window. You asked me how I know that. When I was in the Army for a little bit, I was actually assigned to the country's urban search and rescue mission called DCRF, and we actually did urban search and rescue, and part of it was rescuing people from trapped cars. So I know how to tear a car apart with the jaws of life, as you call it, and I know how to break the window glass in one small little punch. And so I can take this little thing here and hit the glass just like this and pop it, shatter it. So, yeah, this knife here, probably about 20 bucks, I bet. This knife, I won't keep it because I don't really need a knife that size. I've already got a bunch of them. But the other knife's a smaller size. I could use a smaller knife. Most of my knives are bigger knives. Next we got Beck Arnley. It's in a Ziploc bag. I don't know what this is, but it is very used. It is very used. It's oily. It's very used. I've already said that 3 times, but it is. It's very, very used. Looks very old. This is probably worthless. This is probably somebody's old part put into a new box, more than likely. I'm gonna say 100% chance. However much this thing cost, they switched them. So more likely this is worthless. So that's everything. That's the first box. So box number 2, I want to be careful because that has the leaker in it. So let me switch these things out and I'll be right back. Here we go. A little bit different of a setup this time. We've got this bad boy up in the air. So we're going to find out slowly what in here is leaking. So let me just pull out this first big thing. Okay, this is not the leaking item. I mean, it's possible whatever's leaking leaked out the whole way, because actually I went back and my whole way from my truck inside into my office here, there was like water, fluid, chemical all the way in. So whatever it was, it might have leaked out. I don't know. Anyway, so here's the first thing. This says it is an Alpine Spotlight PLP 150T. So that's kind of nifty. Gary, that's got a little bit of value to it. There is the label for it right there. That's probably got to be at least maybe 20, 30 bucks or so. Not bad. I want to be careful with this box. Let me go ahead and tear it down a little bit more. I know this whole side here is just kind of like mush. Oh, is this the leaker? No? I don't know, no. That's not the leaker. Here is is this a glue gun? Here's a Sure Bonder glue gun. About $5. There's the leaker. I see it. Let me pull out a few more things. I see it. It's this thing right here. It's a big, concentrated, oh my, yeah, that's what was leaking. So here is a big, what is this? Let me pull this thing out of the package. Just found it is very well used. Some kind of, this is a tools pallet, so this is something to do with tools. A big thingy with a big thingy on the end. That's what we got. No clue. I look like, you know, the bearded ultimate kind of like, oh, my battery's about to die. You gotta be joking. It just flashed. Hold on, let me change my battery. There we go. When I switched out boxes, I should have checked battery level, but I didn't. My bad. So anyway, like I was saying, yeah, I look like, you know, like a tool kind of redneck kind of a guy, but I'm like the farthest thing from like a tool guy, even though I look like one. I'm like the big kid, the geeky toy electronic guy, but I look totally different. Sometimes the way the person looks is totally off. I'm one of those people. Let's see what we got. Backup sensor system. That has got to have a little bit of value. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Here it is. Look this thing up right quick. The barcode, you see, like I said earlier, they put the LPN labels over it whenever they liquidate. And most of the time they cover it up so I can't just easily scan it. But this time I can get the barcode. Or at least most of it. Come on. At least most of it. This thing just will not scan it. Hold on. Okay, this thing sells new on Amazon for $47.65. So it's obviously it's open package item. But it looks like it has not actually been installed yet. Looks like it was just pulled out of the package one time. So I bet you I could probably $40 at least for that thing. Bet I could. Not bad. Keep on cruising. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah. One of these things in here is the leaker. Are you the leaker? This might have been the leaker. One of these two things are the leaker. Okay. This has fluid in the bottom of the bag. We got a couple. This might have been the leaker. Oh, yep. Possibly. I'm just going to put that into the trash for now. And then I got this thing. This thing's full of fluid also. Big old thing of Murphy original formula. I don't think this thing's leaking though. Doesn't look like it. But it's wet. But this is original wood cleaner, oil soap. All this cleaner stuff, I'm going to have to pretty much wipe all that down, figure out what's leaking, why is it leaking, and those, as long as it's not nasty, not wipeable, cleanable down itself, I'll put those into my resale shop and price those things accordingly. Let's just say $5 a pop. There's 3 of them there. 15. Actually, that big one's probably more like 10. So let's say those 3 things like $20. So that was one of those was the leaker. Oh man, that's wet. But yeah, this box just reeks of chemicals. So yeah, that stinks. So what's loose in this box? Yeah, let me just pull some more stuff out. The MSRP on this thing. Okay, I can't talk. Manufactured suggested retail price was $15.70. Man, I'm not seeing that. Maybe if everything was brand new, it probably was, but liquidation wise, whoo, this cannot be worth a whole lot. But here's this thing, fastest speed bore ever. There's that. I don't know. Let's say about $20 maybe. It's metal. I don't know. This is kind of like one of the reasons why I don't mess with tools. Several years back, I did buy tool stuff, and I never really did well with tools. I never really made much profit in tools, so I don't buy much tool stuff. Here is the master lock. I'm going to check to make sure I can unlock it, and if I can, it's probably about $8-10. So, like, there's lots of reasons why I don't buy certain things like tools is because of past experience dealing with tools. It's not very profitable. You get way too much damaged packaged stuff, way too much used stuff, just a lot of trash. So far, this has been a lot of trash. I mean, seriously. You know, no sugarcoating, no trying to say, you know what, this stuff really isn't that bad. No, this really, I mean, it's been a lot of trash. So here's some texture paste. I'm going to look this thing up. I'm going to say maybe about $10. Only a few things left in this box. I mean, yeah. Liquidation, pallets with tools. You get a lot of just random stuff. But I mean, you're seeing the honest liquidation business here. No sugarcoating, no fake, no, you know what, this is what you can get. This is the liquidation business. It is awesome 24/7. This is reality. You know, sometimes as a buyer of the liquidations, like I mostly buy toys, housewares, and home goods are kind of like what I buy most of because I can usually get those for the best prices, and those for me are the most profitable with the less trash, the less junk. Electronics are very fun to go through, but they're not the cheapest to buy though. But the profit can be very good on them, but they're not the cheapest to buy. You know? Are housewares and home goods the most fun to go through? No, they're not. They're not. But profit-wise, they can be insanely profitable. But stuff like tools, it's just, honestly, this is the real liquidation business right here. Like, up close and personal. No sugarcoating, no storage wars, planting the lockers, you know. What you actually see on TV, it's not real. Those lockers are planted. It's not real. Whenever you buy a storage unit, it's not how it really is. 99% of the units you buy in real life, it's going to be trash. You're not going to get items in your units like you see on TV on Storage Wars. That's not real life. That's not how it works. Anyway, back to this. We're almost done. There's only a few things left in here. So here is an insect fogger. This thing does look used. It's got wear marks all throughout here. So I have sold these things in the past. I've sold these things on eBay, and lots of times these things come back to me because people have bought them and they haven't worked as well as they'd like. So I usually put these into my resale shop. I'll probably price it around $20, $25, in that range somewhere. So at least the liquids that were in this box didn't do a whole lot of damage, but this box is damp still. Here is Carden Select. Open! How do you open? My goodness, it's like grown people proof. How do you open? Am I just like... Okay. This looks really bad on me. I can't figure out how to open the box. Oh, did I get it? I got it. Okay, that's bad. Oh my, it opens up like a set of baseball cards. Woo! This is adult proof. Children could figure this out quicker than what I did. Whoa, okay, anyways, you actually can see the damage that was caused by the leaking chemicals. The box is like multicolored now from the leaking chemicals. And whoever returned this thing to Amazon, they wrapped it up in a Wawa bag. I've never heard of Wawa. It must be local to some place in the country. Have no clue where Wawa is. And then the person put the Wawa bag into a thank you bag. But it gets better. The thank you bag was put into a Redner's rewards bag. Have never heard of Redner's. Must be another like a locally place somewhere in the country. And here's the item. Appears to be absolutely covered in oil. So that's why they put it in all these bags. So I have no clue if this thing is new or used. Absolutely zero clue. But it is absolutely covered in oil. So I actually kind of appreciate the person who returned this. At least they put it in like 3 bags in the box because it is absolutely covered in oil. That's going to take some research, figure out how much it's worth. No clue. No idea whatsoever. Let's see the front of the box again. There's the front of the box. For any gearheads out there, I guess, that might know what that thing is for. A little bit of research on my part. So, we'll find out. And what's left in this box, we have a frayed something or other, a cable. We have some broken gauges. So I'm gonna call that trash. We have some nuts and bolts. Oh man. And then all that's left in here, we have 2 handfuls of like little plastic things. That's it. That's what's left in the bottom of the box. Just some loose plastic, random So that is my first ever tools pallet on this channel. Was it very good? I'm going to say no. That was a pretty bad pallet. I paid $100, I think it was $160. MSRP was like $1,500-ish. Maybe if everything was brand new, it probably was $1,500 if it was brand new. If everything was brand new, it probably was. The condition that I got stuff in, there's no way in heck this stuff is even worth a few. Well, the Streamlight. Remember that Streamlight from like the first box? That was like $75. That was the best thing in this whole pallet. The best thing was that Streamlight from the first box. Besides that, the rest of this stuff, man, it's sketchy. That's liquidations. A lot of this stuff should have been salvage. Like this should have been salvage, not customer returns. Liquidators are supposed to sell broken stuff as salvage, not as customer returns. Technically, they're supposed to. So, you saw it firsthand. This is a liquidation business. It's not always sweet. It's not always good. Can I sell this stuff? Everything here? Yes, everything will sell. Will I turn a profit? I guarantee it, yes. Huge profit? No. When I edit this video, I'll make sure we'll find out the profit. Will it be a lot? We'll find out. So, thanks for watching. If you want to see some more tool pallets, if you want to suffer through another one, let me know below in the comment box. Say, let's see another tools pallet. Let's try again. The next one might be better. It's all a gamble. You know what? Anyway, this Friday, or what? Today's Thursday. Saturday, I'm going to have electronics pallet. It'll be much better than this one. Guarantee it. It has to be, right? Electronics has to be better than this one. So, thanks for watching this. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for suffering through a tools liquidation pallet. I can't even say this was fun. Maybe it was. You probably got some good laughs from all this stuff. So I gotta sell this crap now. It's gonna be a headache, but that's the liquidation business. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon, and I'm out.